Rugby Football Club for this Stonesborough Championship game between Featherstone Rovers and Warrington. The Warrington team just come onto the field. Number 1, David Lyon. Number 2, Des Drummond. Captain. Number 3, Alan Bateman. 4 is Tony Thornley. 5, Mark Foster. 6, Chris O'Sullivan. 7 is Kevin Ellis. 8 is Neil Harmon. 9 is Joanne Mann. 10, Gary Chambers. 11, Gary Mercer. 12, Billy McGinty. And 13, Paul Cullen. Substitutes are 14, Mike Gregory. And 15, Tony Burke. The Featherstone Rovers team just come onto the field. Number 1, Chris Bibb. 2, Martin Pearson. 3 is Terry Manning. 4 is Ikram Butts. 5, Owen Simpson. 6, Ian Smales. 7, Derek Fox, the captain. The forwards are number 8, Jeff Grayson. 9 is Trevor Clark. 10 is Leo Casey. 11 is Chris Burton. 12 is Gary Rose. 13 is Brendan Toulton. Substitutes are 14, Andy Fisher. And 15, Clary Eaty. Your referee for tonight is Mr. Ray Burke, all the way from Manchester. And the young mascot for today, I've been told to mention this little lad. He supports Featherstone Rovers home and away every match. A big night for this little mascot is Master Adam Smith. He's aged 5-year-old. And I was talking to him before the match, and he's just saying there that his favourite player, and he's just holding hands with him, and that's a good gesture on the Rovers captain. But his favourite player is Derek Fox. I know that Adam's parents were telling me before the match that they was excited as what Adam was, but Adam was a bit fidgety in the dressing room just before the match, and the referee there, and the touch judges both having words with the little mascot. I should imagine them players out there look like giants to him, and the referee there, nice gesture there, shaking hands, and here he is, come running off the field. Could we have a future player in the reckoning here for this little fella? Adam Smith there, age 5-year-old, the little mascot, wearing number 7 on his shirt. So there we are. Featherstone Rovers winning the toss, Derek Fox. So it sounds incredible here, but Featherstone Rovers playing the third game at home since Boxing Day, March the 14th. They play at St Helens on this ground since Boxing Day in a league match. They played Oldham, and they hadn't had a match all February at home. But Warrington getting the game started. So Featherstone Rovers in possession, just short of their own 25-yard line. So it's Leo Casey back after injury. Had a knee operation as Leo. So it's big Jeff Grayson there trying to make that his own 25-yard line, but number 13 there, Paul Cullen, stopping his progress. Featherstone Rovers just a point up on Warrington in the league. So both teams desperately needing 2 points from tonight's match to stop in that top 8. Featherstone Rovers badly needing 2 tonight to make sure the first division survival. They'll just about guarantee first division survival if they win tonight. So it's number 5 there, Mark Foster, being tackled just short of the halfway line. That's good driving in there by Gary Chambers, plays the ball back. So it's Paul Cullen with the ball now. Paul Cullen trying to look for runners outside him, but big Jeff Grayson there wrapping him up. 10-yard inside, Featherstone Rovers half of the field. Joanne Mann there from acting half back now, there to Chris O'Sullivan, there to Gary Mercer, bumping one man off. That's good play, that to Desi Drummond. And Owen Simpson there, bundling Desi Drummond into touch. But that was a good run there by number 11 there, Gary Mercer. From that Chris O'Sullivan pass, pushing Terry Manning off, but Owen Simpson there spotting the danger. So this will be the first scrum of the match, with Derek Fox to feed the scrum just about on that Rovers 25-yard line, or as they say in Australia, on the 22-metre mark. So it's Ian Smales with the ball there. Well, being tackled by his opposite number there, Chris O'Sullivan, and number 12 there, Billy McGinty, coming to help out. So it's Gary Rose with the ball there, tackled just short of his own 25-yard line. And referee there penalising there, Joanne Mann, acting half back there, trying to steal the ball in the tackle. The Warrington number 9, the New Zealand hooker. So the referee will just wait while they kick the ball off the field. So it's Trevor Clark now. Trevor Clark now there to Leo Casey. So Trevor Clark now from acting half back to Derek Fox to Jeff Grayson. Jeff Grayson there taking the defence on. Just couldn't get that ball up there. Brendan Toter waiting for the pass. So Derek Fox with the ball now. Derek Fox now there to Gary Rose. Gary Rose there to Terry Manning. Terry Manning getting that ball back inside there to Chris Bibb. Chris Bibb there. Chris O'Sullivan after him. Chris Bibb there dancing out to tackles. Chris Bibb. He's back from injury after a long layoff there. He's had a bad arm injury as Chris Bibb. So Derek Fox with the ball now there to Chris Burton. Chris Burton also been out of action with an arm injury for a long time. So Featherstone Rovers seem to be getting all the players back at the same time. So Chris Burton with the ball there. Well, Chris Burton there taking the tackle. Number 12 there, Billy McGinty below. And big number 8 there, Neil Harmon. Going high with that tackle. Oh, the Rovers Sandman there, young Benny going on with the sand, but Derek Fox says no, struggling him aside. We're going for touch. So Derek Fox now there to Jeff Grayson, there to Trevor Clark there to Terry Manning. Terry Manning trying to find a way through, gets the ball out there to Trevor Clark there taking that ball up to that own 25 yard, to Warrington 25 yard line. And Kevin Ellis there and number 12 Billy McGinty making the tackle. Now it's Leo Casey. That's good running by the Rovers, number 10. So Trevor Clark now there from acting half back there now to Chris Burton. Chris Burton 15 yard from that Warrington try line. Featherstone Rovers turn to put pressure on this Warrington defence. Derek Fox with the ball now there to Ian Smells. Ian Smells there just checking his stride. So Derek Fox with the ball now there to Jeff Grayson. Jeff Grayson there to Gary Rose. Well, that's good tackling that by Joanne man. Getting that ball away in the tackle. Oh, and that must be all on. Leo Casey picking that loose ball up. That's back to one. The Warrington player touching that ball. So Trevor Clark with the ball now there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox now there to Jeff Grayson. Jeff Grayson there to Chris Bibb. Oh, and that's good. Marvellous tackling that. And there was no need for that. Number 3 there, Alan Bateman, had made the perfect tackle there on Chris Bibb. The Warrington player took the ball. So Terry Manning there, that quick penalty there. Getting that ball back there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox there to Brendan Toter. Brendan Toter pushing one man off, pushing 2 men off. Oh, and Brendan Toter throw 2 more men. That's marvellous running. What a favourite Brendan Toter is. Now it's Trevor Clark with the ball. Trevor Clark there, so near yet so far. 5 yards from that try line. Derek Fox with the ball there to Ian Smales. But then Warrington tackles there around Ian Smales. Like bees round a jam pot that time. Stopping his movement, gets up, plays the ball. So it's Derek Fox with the ball now. Derek Fox. But then Warrington tacklers there. So it's Brendan Toter with the ball. Brendan Toter, and that obstruction with that. Referee says play on, and Desi Drummond getting that ball. But I'm sure if Brendan Toter hadn't been obstructed that time, it looked odds on favourite to get to that ball. But referee says that was okay, play on. So it's Gary Mercer with the ball there, trying to bring the ball away. And Owen Simpson there and Brendan Toter making sure he made the tackle. And referee there penalising Brendan Toter for offside of that play the ball. Well, that was good running there by Warrington, number 11 there, Gary Mercer. But getting back to that little kick there by Brendan Toter. He looked odds on favourite to get to that ball till he was pulled down. And Desi Drummond there saving the day for Warrington. Well, not before that tackled Brendan Toter before he got to that ball. Now it's Joanne Manuel with the ball now. That's good running there back by Neil Harmon. Well, Neil Harmon there tackled Trevor Clark, Leo Casey, Gary Rose making the tackle. Joint man with the ball now there to number 10 there, Gary Chambers. Well, Gary Chambers there met by a posse of blue and white shirts in the middle of the field, pushing him back. So it's Chris O'Sullivan now there. That's good play by Warrington. Oh, that's obstruction. Referee spotting that. Should have parted with the ball there. Big number 4 there, Tony Thornley, causing the obstruction. Penalty kick to Featherstone Rovers. It's still Rovers 0, Warrington 0. And Derek Fox, this penalty kick towards this touchline side, 5 yard inside his own half of the field. Gains play up to the Warrington 25 yard line. So it's Trevor Clark with his tap penalty now there to Gary Rose. Gary Rose there trying to find the gaps in the Warrington defence. Just pushing number 10 there, Gary Chambers to one side, but too many Warrington players in the way for him. Now it's Derek Fox with the ball now there to Jeff Grayson. Jeff Grayson back there to Trevor Clark. Well, Trevor Clark there being tackled. Warrington not standing for any of them. So it's Jeff Grayson with the ball down. Jeff Grayson there. Ooh, that was a hard tackle, but referee says play on. Looked a bit high. Chris Burton there gets up, plays the ball. Derek Fox with the ball now there to Terry Manning there, tackle 5 yards short of that Warrington try line. So it's Brendan Toulter with the ball now. Brendan Toulter trying to get that ball up, but that's a knock on. So it'll be the second scrum of the match. It'll be Derek Fox to feed the scrum. Brendan Toulter there just seeing a little gap there in the Warrington defence, trying to pop that ball up. Warrington player there intercepting the ball, knocking the ball on. So Derek Fox with the ball now there to Brendan Toulter. Brendan Toulter getting that ball out there to Martin Pearson. Scores the try in the corner. That little shimmy there. Derek Fox ready to pick the ball up. Left it to Brendan Toulter. And Brendan Toulter there joined the wingman in the loose forward and throwing a peach of a pass out there to Owen waiting on the wing. Rovers number 2, Martin Pearson, who skated in on a post to plant the ball in the corner. Now then, Martin, how many times have we said this all season? Can you convert your own try from the touchline? Well, I went back against him. Featherstone Rovers 4, Warrington 0. So here we are. Martin taking his time. He's looking at the post, looking at the ball, strikes it. He's got the height. Has he got the direction? No. Score remains Featherstone Rovers 4. Try to Martin Pearson. Warrington 0. So it's number 1, David Line, restarting the game for Warrington. 1 bounce, 2 bounces there. Martin Pearson there, trapping that ball with his foot. Trying to run it up to his own 25-yard line, but then Warrington tacklers there. Number 11 there, Gary Mercer making the tackle. Well, that's good running by Rovers. Trying to bring that ball, but Paul Cullen there, making the tackle there on Jeff Grayson. Trevor Clark there makes play up to his own 25-yard line. So it's Leo Case with the ball now there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox, he knows where to play this game in this Warrington half of the field. 1 bounce there, 2 bounces, 3 bounces, and number 5 there, Mark Foster, getting back. The speed merchant Mark Foster. Just can't give him an inch, this flying wingman. The Warrington left wing. So it's Warrington now being tackled there. Brendan Toulter making the tackle. And Gary Rose also involved with the tackle. Now it's Warrington now trying to bring play up in this felt Rovers half of the field. Number 12 there, Billy McGinty, 5 yard inside. Rovers half of the field. Now it's Chris O'Sullivan with the ball now, trying to get this ball out now. That's good play, that to Tony Thornley there to number 3 there. That's good, marvellous play, that Alan Bateman. And that's good tackling, that by Chris Bibb. Now it's Desi Drum with the ball now to Paul Cullen there, to Kevin Ellis there, to Chris O'Sullivan. Warrington really throwing this ball about there to Lyon with the ball there, but that's good tackling by Rovers. Brendan Toulter there, following that ball all across the line, making the tackle. Now it's Dwayne Mann, that big up and under, Chris Bibb underneath, and it's all on. And Featherstone Rovers diving on that loose ball. I just can't see who's got that ball. I think it's Brendan Toulter who's got the ball. The referee saying Brendan Toulter tackled over the line. So it'll be a drop out to Featherstone Rovers. The crowd didn't like that behind the sticks there, but referee right on the spot. So Derek Fox there dropping that ball out. Number 11 there, Gary Mercer with the ball. From that pass there by Alan Bateman. But Alan Bateman putting Gary Mercer in a bit spot of trouble with that pass. He didn't expect that ball, so it's Dwayne Mann now from acting half back. Dwayne Mann now looking for runners. Big number 10 there, Gary Chambers. Played with the under-21s in France and in this country not so long back, Gary Chambers, the other month. A fine prospect there at number 10 for Warrington. Now it's Dwayne Mann with the ball now from number 10 to Kevin Ellis, switching play there to O'Sullivan there. But Rovers watching that movement. That's good tackling by Rovers. Derek Fox there and Jeff Grayson. A referee there penalising Rovers offside. Referee there, Mr. Burke. Catching Terry Manning offside, pointing to Terry Manning. This still Featherstone Rovers 4, Warrington 0. So David Lyon decided to have a shot at goal, about 10 yards in from this near touchline side. And these two teams met at the end of January at Warrington. Warrington ran out 16 points to 10 winners. So Featherstone Rovers will be looking for revenge from tonight's match. So number 1 there, David Lyon, taking his time, rightly so. These kicks tonight will be vital in this match. Getting the burt from the crowd, but I'm sure that won't put David Lyon off. Here he goes. Strikes the ball. He's got the direction. It's a marvellous kick that to David Lyon. That goes to Payther. He took his time, did the lad. Found the target. Featherstone Rovers 4, Warrington 2. So Derek Fox getting the game restarted. So Warrington possession, about 10 yards inside their own 25-yard area. So Gary Rose here making the tackle. So that's good tackling by Rovers there. Derek Fox, Brendan Toole to Chris Burton. Oh, that's a bad mistake. That's a good play. Here's Smells picking that loose ball up. Just couldn't get that ball up there for Terry Manning and Derek Fox. So Ian rightly so sticking to the ball. Now it's Gary Rose with the ball. Running it in, but that's good tackling by number 10 there, Gary Chambers. Round the legs there, so it's Leo Casey there, driving towards them posts. Leo Casey there, tackled 10 yards short of that try line. Derek Fox with the ball now there, Derek Fox there, trying to get that ball out there to Ian Smales. And Ian Smales showing the ball, but too many yellow and blue shirts around him that time. So Trevor Clark now from acting half back now there to Jeff Creation. Jeff Creation losing the ball in the tackle, but the Warrington man knocking the ball on. So it'll be a scrum down 5 or 10 yards from that Warrington try line. It'll be Derek Fox to feed the scrum. Last time Rovers had a scrum in this position, they scored the try, they only tried the match from it. So Derek Fox with the ball now there to Ian Smales. Oh, and Ian Smales, that ball going behind him. But the referee are awarding the knock on. Some referees give it, some don't. But I've always said it is a knock on when the man's facing the field of play and he drops the ball. And the referee there positioned properly in the line out. So it's Chris Sullivan now with the ball there now to David Lyon. David Lyon there being tackled there by Brendan Tote. And Rovers at the moment play without a fullback, but Chris Bibb getting back now. So it's Desi Drummond with the ball now. Desi Drummond, that's good play by Desi Drummond there to Kevin Ellis. Kevin Ellis there. Oh, and that's marvellous tackling that. Trevor Clark there pulled a marvellous tackle. Of course, Warrington got men outside in that. So Warrington really throwing this ball about. But Rovers sticking to the task, making the tackle. Jeff Grayson there making the tackle. So big number 11 there, Gary Mercer. Well, you all saw what happened there on the camera, so you don't want me to say anything about that. I've got my ideas of what happened, but the camera was on the play. So it's O'Sullivan there trying to get the ball away there. O'Sullivan with the ball now there. Warrington really coming and Billy McGinty, but that's marvellous tackling that. That was a perfectly good tackle once again by Derek Fox, stopping man and ball, stopping a dangerous move, and that looked a forward pass. The referee spotted that. Well, that was a good move by Warrington, but Derek Fox there tackling the man in the open spaces, stopping that final pass from getting through. I'm sure that would have been a try to Warrington, but Derek Fox there stopping the ball across the line. So Derek Fox with the ball now there to Ian Smells. Ian Smells there taking O'Sullivan on there from acting half-back on the base of the scrum, but O'Sullivan there made the tackle. So Derek Fox with the ball now. Derek Fox, that long ball out there to Chris Bibb. Chris Bibb there, saw the gap there to Terry Manning. Terry Manning there to Owen Simpson. Owen Simpson trying to go down. Jesse Drummond gets up, loses his foot in there, getting that ball there to Chris Bibb. Chris Bibb there to number 4, Ikram, but and that looked an head-high tackle. Oh, Neil Harmon there, he went for Chris. But I'm sure that Neil Harmon there will get pulled out because he went for the head on Ikram, but I'm sure when the touch judge here has words with the referee, I'm sure he'll pick Warrington number 8 out here, Neil Harmon, because his intent was there. He went definitely high at Ikram, but said we're getting back to the field of play there. That was a fine break there by Chris Bibb, putting Terry Manning in the clear. Terry Manning there getting Owen Simpson. Owen Simpson had beaten Desi Drummond, but he just lost his footing and getting the ball back there. But Chris Bibb there, nice to see him back to peak fitness again. So Derek Fox with the ball now there to Jeff Grayson. Jeff Grayson there, back inside there to Terry Manning. And Terry Manning spotted this time by number 8 Neil Harmon. So it's number 12 there, Gary Rose, trying to battle his way up to that Warrington try line. Now it's Chris Burton's turn. That's good running that by Chris Burton. Brings play 5 yards short of that Warrington try line. Now it's Trevor Clark now there from acting half-back. Trevor Clark with the ball here. Oh, to Leo Casey. Scores the try. Oh, and what a comeback there by Leo Casey. He just said there to Trevor Clark, give me the ball, Trevor. I want to score on me comeback after all my setbacks what I've had. And Leo Casey just did just that. Planted the ball over the try line. And Dave Sharp there. The Rovers physio there, just giving treatment. And here we are, Derek Fox taking over the goal kicking duty, straight between the middle. Featherstone Rovers 10, Warrington 2. But not let forget the build up to that try. First it was Gary Rose who run the ball in. People grumble, I know our supporters have told me that they grumble about these little set pieces when Jeff Grayson, Trevor Clark, another forward there, make the line up and Terry Manning gets the ball from that line up. But there's always a plan move on from that. Terry Manning took the tackle, Gary Rose a big drive in, then Chris Burton that tremendous drive in to set up the position there for Leo Casey to barge over. Let's not forget the build up to the try, and Derek Fox slotting the ball over and I think it's Gary Rose what's gone off with a nasty head injury. It's Chris Burton who's gone off. So Peter O tells me, the cameraman. Chris Burton gone off. You look like the Sheik of Araby. I'm sure that Chris won't mind me saying that, but he was covered in blood. So it's Leo Casey with the ball. Brings play 5 yard inside. That's Warrington half of the field. Warrington looked offside that play the ball, but referee says play on. So it's Gary Rose there, big drive in by the second row forward. So Derek Fox with the ball now. Derek Fox now there to Jeff Grayson to Ian Smells. Ian Smells now there to Terry Manning. Terry Manning there, out to one tackle. Just couldn't get that ball up there for Owen Simpson. That's good tackling by Chris O'Sullivan. Now it's Clarieti. Clarieti on for Chris Burton. A second rower for the second rower. So Trevor Clark with the ball now there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox there to Jeff Grayson. Jeff Grayson back inside there to Leo Casey. And referee saying a forward pass. That's good positioning by the referee. Right on the spots. Forward pass given. So it'll be number 7 Kevin Ellis to feed the scrum for Warrington. It's Rovers 10, Warrington 2. So Kevin Ellis feeds the scrum It's out to Warrington, so it's Paul Cullen with the ball. That's good tackling that by Derek Fox. And Terry Manning there just spotting the danger and just coming to help out with the tackle. And Paul Cullen just seemed to have took a bang in that tackle. So referee saying to Desi Drummond, play the ball. So it's Joanne Mann with the ball now there. The big number 8 there, Neil Harmon. Well, Neil Harmon tackled just about 10 yards short of the halfway line. Gary Rose, Leo Casey making the tackle. So it's O'Sullivan with the ball now. O'Sullivan trying to get his 3/4. Oh, this is a good play by that's our lines with that. And Rovers getting that ball. Derek Fox getting the ball. Out of one tackle. Trying to straighten up now there. Trevor Clark with the ball. Terry Manning to come inside. Terry Manning coming down the middle of the field. Good play that by Derek Fox and by Trevor Clark. Well, that's good tackling that by Gary Mercer, spotting the danger. And the referee stopping the clock. Because Paul Cullen, he looks in a bad way, does the lad out in the middle of the field. The referee stopping play, stopping the clock. So Paul Cullen there looking a bit groggy, and Warrington bringing the Great Britain captain of the tour to Papua New Guinea and New Zealand on here, Mike Gregory. Nice substitute to have on the field, on the bench I should say. So it's Trevor Clark with the ball now there to Gary Rose. Gary Rose being tackled there by number 8 Neil Harmon. Gets up, plays the ball, so Trevor Clark there, Ian Smales switching play there to Chris Bibb. That was a good play that by Ian Smales. Just taking that little bit of responsibility off the Rovers captain there, Derek Fox. So it's Leo Casey with the ball now. Leo Casey out to one tackle. That's good, marvellous running that by Leo Casey. Talking to Leo before the match, wished him all the best on his comeback game. He's looking fit and raring to go. Oh, that's a marvellous pass, but that's a forward pass. Oh, Brendan Toter willing to take David Lyon on that time. Well, that pass there by Ian Smales, it just did look marginally forward there. Referee once again, Mr. Burt Wright on the spot. So it'll be a scrum down just outside the Warrington 25-yard area. Keith has to feed the scrum now to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan there to David Lyon. David Lyon there taking Chris Bibb on. Look, Chris Bibb there making the tackle. Oh, and Chris Bibb seemed to have injured his arm in that tackle. And Warrington there quick to see the gap, but Derek Fox had got back for Featherstone Rovers. Derek Fox there trying to bounce onto that loose ball. And Chris Bibb absolutely writhing in agony on the floor. So it's Owen Simpson with the ball now. Owen Simpson trying to make headway to his own 25-yard line. So Brendan Toter with the ball now. Brendan Toter there to Clarieti. Clarieti trying to break the first line of defence. But that's good tackling by Neil Harmon. Now it's big Jeff Grayson with the ball now. Jeff Grayson tackled there by Gary Chambers and Mike Gregory. Now it's Ian Smales with the ball now. Ian Smales there pulling back inside, but Gary Mercer there making the tackle. And that's a bad blow for Featherstone Rovers. Chris Bibb having to go off injured with that. Looks like that arm injury again. So it's Derek Fox with the ball now. Derek Fox, that big boot downfield. So that's a bad mistake. Clarieti getting that ball. Featherstone over here to Martin Pearson. Martin Pearson having to check his stride, having to wait for the ball. He did well to catch that ball there, did Martin Pearson. Oh, and Warrington miles offside. That's a good ball there. Oh, Rovers there so near yet so far. So Trevor Clark now there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox, that loose ball there. That's a good play. And Warrington's defence holding firm. Featherstone just a bit unorganised at the moment. Chris Bibb having to go off injured. So Ian Smales back inside there for Terry Manning. Good play that by Ian Smales. When he passed that ball, it looked as if he's still got it, Ian Smales. That was good play that by the Rovers standoff half. And that's good running that by Terry Manning. Rovers playing a man short at the moment. So it's Brendan Toter with the ball. Brendan Toter, that long ball out there to Owen Simpson. Owen Simpson there having to go back inside. Desi Drummond there making the tackle, but Owen Simpson losing his footing. So it's Derek Fox with the ball now. Derek Fox, that little bit throw, it's all on, but he's offside. Ian Smales there, caught offside. Well, that time I think Ian just that fractionally offside that time. So Andy Fisher comes on the field for Chris Bibb. So Featherstone Rovers, 2 substitutes on the field. So Martin Pearson, I think, will go to fullback. Hicker and Butt on the wing, so it's Joanne Mann with the ball there, running it in. So Jesse's run with the ball now there to Ellis there to O'Sullivan there, number 11 there, Gary Mercer, but that's good tackling that by Brendan Toter. Picked his man out there, met the tackle. So it's Joanne Mann with the ball now. Warrington now trying to come down the middle of the field. Featherstone Rovers, 2 substitutes on the field. Warrington's already got 1 substitute on the field, so it's O'Sullivan with the ball. That little kick through, it's all on, that ball standing up lovely there. Oh, and that's marvellous tackling that by Martin Pearson. Martin Pearson watched that all the way, but that's good play that by O'Sullivan there, kicking that ball through. Oh, and O'Sullivan there trying to get number 2, Desney Drummond on a run, but Desney Drummond had already come into inside there. The idea was right. Quick pair of hands there by O'Sullivan. The ex-Canberra standoff half. Good ball player is Chris O'Sullivan. Featherstone Rovers have got to watch this man all night. Plenty of tricks up his sleeve. So Derek Fox with the ball now there to Brendan Toter. Brendan Toter gone to standoff half. Andy Fisher gone back into the pack. So Teddy Manning getting that ball away there to Derek Fox. But Derek Fox there, tackled by Joanne Mann just about on his own 25-yard area. Leo Case with the ball now there to Gary Rose. Gary Rose gets up, plays the ball there now. There to... That's marvellous play. Featherstone Rovers on the charge here. The Warrington defence there, getting across to stop that moment. Now it's Derek Fox with the ball now there to Jeff Grayson. Jeff Grayson there, that short, sharp pass there to... Oh, and Featherstone Rovers just couldn't get that ball. But that's a knock-on. Marvellous play from Jeff Grayson there. Leo Casey, Andy Fisher just couldn't catch the ball. So a bit of team reorganisation there. Brendan Toter going to stand off half. Andy Fisher lows forward. Ian Smales in the centre. Hicker and Butt on the wing, and Martin Pearson going to fullback. So Andy Fisher there making the tackle. So it's Chris O'Sullivan come down the middle of the park. Well, number 12 there, Gary Rose spotting the danger, making the tackle. So it's Joanne Mann with the ball now there to Gary Chambers. Gary Chambers there trying to get through tackles. Well, that's good tackling there by Gary Rose, spotting the dangers. Now it's Neil Harmon with the ball, but that's good tackling that by his opposite number there, Jeff Grayson, stopping the man dead in his tracks. Warrington now really putting pressure on this Featherstone Rovers defence. Oh, and that's brilliant play that by Martin Pearson. That ball spinning off Brendan Toter. Martin Pearson there being brave, going back for that ball. Oh, Derek Fox there getting that ball out wide to Ian Smales. Ian Smales being tackled 5 or 10 yards inside his own 25-yard area. Now it's Leo Case with the ball, fighting his way out to tackles. That's good running by the Rovers, number 10. Now it's Derek Fox with the ball now there to Gary Rose. Gary Rose, he sees the ball there to one. Andy Fisher back inside there to Gary Rose. Gary Rose there to Owen Simpson. Owen Simpson there taking Dessie Drummond on. That's good play by Rovers. Oh, and Derek Fox would have passed that ball before he got it. Golden roll, pass, catch the ball first. So Dessie Drummond there trying to run through Derek Fox, but a better chance of running over the moon than running through Derek Fox. So it's number 10 there, Gary Chambers with the ball. This game really is 100 mile an hour stuff here this evening. It's Rovers still leading by 10 points to 2. It's number 12 there, Billy McGinty. Getting number 4, Tony Thornley on a run, and Tony Thornley there trying to get that ball out there to Mark Foster, and Warrington knocking that ball on. So it'll be a scrum down 10 yards inside that Warrington half of the field. It'll be Derek Fox to feed the scrum. So the ball's in, it's Archie Featherstone over. Brendan Tote with the ball now there to Ian Smales. Ian Smales back inside there to Martin Pearson, running onto that ball strongly. So it's Trevor Clark with the ball now. Trevor Clark now there to Terry Manning. Terry Manning there. But that's marvellous tackling, but that's good play that by Terry Manning. Get that ball there to Gary Rose. Gary Rose struck it 2 men off. Gary Rose pulling 3 men off. Oh, just go get that ball up here for Derek Fox. That's marvellous running that by Gary Rose. Now it's Derek Fox with the ball now there to Terry Manning once again. Terry Manning coming back in. Oh, and Terry Manning there wanting to catch Owen Simpson on the wing, but Owen Simpson had come back inside. So it's Derek Fox with the ball now. Derek Fox there to Brendan Tote. Brendan Tote having to change direction. Brendan Tote pulling men out of the way. Brendan Tote there to... Oh, and that's good play back once again by Terry Manning. Didn't go into Artie to touch that time. There's only Terry Manning 0-0. Unbelievable play by Terry Manning. How he kept him in from play that time, and here's a chance for Featherstone Rovers, a penalty kick. Warrington caught offside, a Desi Drummond, I think it was caught offside. So Derek Fox with the ball now there to Jeff Grayson. And Jeff Grayson there tackled 2 or 3 yards from that Warrington try line. So Trevor Clark with the ball now there to Gary Rose. And Gary Rose there trying to fight his way out of tackles, but number 10 there, Gary Chambers in the way, and 2 more Warrington forwards making sure he didn't pass that ball. So it's Derek Fox with the ball now there to Brendan Tote. Brendan Tote there doing the run round, trying to pick that ball up there. Who's got the ball for Rovers? Just couldn't see who picked that ball up. I'm sure Peter will be able to tell me, the cameraman. Andy Fisher there flying for the line. The referee there spotting a little knock on. I think he was too eager, Andy, there to try to get that ball over that try line, but that was a clever move that by Brendan Tote. Everybody thought he was going to do the run around, stuck to the ball himself and throw the pass out, and Andy there, he either just couldn't take it or he took it and he tried to throw the ball over the line, but referee right on the spot. So it's David Lyon with the ball now, getting out to toe tackles. That's good running. So that's good tackling by Featherstone Rovers there. Brendan Tote there and Clarieti making them tackles. Oh, that's a marvellous tackle, that. Featherstone Rovers really sticking to the task this evening, leading by 10 points to 2. Warrington really throwing this ball about when they've got it, but Featherstone Rovers sticking to this 10-point-to-2 lead. And Rovers there penalised, laying on to the tackle, the referee says. Clarieti, Leo Casey. So it's a penalty kick to Warrington. So here we go. David Lyon. Finds touch, 15 yard inside this Featherstone Rovers half of the field. It's up to Rovers to keep a clean sheet now in this half. They've just allowed Warrington 1 penalty kick. I'm sure the try before half time for Warrington had really put the tails up before the second half. It's up to Rovers to keep tackling. They're tackling well in this first half. Getting that ball away there to Mike Gregory. Mike Gregory there. Oh, that's a penalty kick. Referee saying to Brendan Tote to keep the tackles low. Penalty kick to Warrington. So another chance here for number 1 David Lyon to put 2 points on the board. It's still Featherstone Rovers 10, Warrington 2. I'm just looking down at the Warrington other substitute there, Tony Burke, number 15. So it's a big size pack that Warrington have got out. Neil Armand and Gary Chambers, both number 8 and number 10. And Gary Merson, Billy McGinty in the second row, and Paul Cullen at those 4. And the substitutes are Mark Gregory and Tony Burke. So both coaches decided on 2 forward substitutes for tonight's. Rovers using there 2, Andy Fisher and Clarieti. Just don't know what the extent of the injuries to Chris Burton, but he seemed to be bleeding badly when he went off the field, and Chris Bipp seemed to have gone off with his arm injury. So it's David Lyon taking his time like he did with the first kick. It paid dividends first time round. Let's see what he can do this time. So here he goes. David Lyon strikes the ball, but this time it's side of the post. So Rovers can breathe again. They're keeping that 8-point cushion between the two teams. It's still Featherstone Rovers 10, Warrington 2. So just about 2 or 3 minutes left for half time. Drop out to Featherstone Rovers on their own 25-yard area. Here we go. Martin Pearson, that big boot downfield. And that's well took that by Kevin Ellis. Kevin Ellis getting number 3 there, Alan Bateman on a run, but that's good tackling by Rovers there. Number 12, once again, Gary Rose involved with the tackle, and Trevor Clark and Leo Casey. And Featherstone Rovers this time, they're caught offside. Andy Fisher. And number 1 here, David Lyon, just asking Desi Drummond, shall I go for goal? And Desi Drummond says yes, so another opportunity here for Warrington to bridge that gap to a try and a goal. And I've just said previously, still 10 points to 2 to Rovers. So the game over the last couple of minutes has just come to a stalemate. It's just lost its flowing image. Both sides throw this ball about in the first half. Featherstone Rovers 2 tries to the good, but this penalty goal will just put Warrington back into this game really, to striking distance at 10-4, to try and a goal to bring them level. But it's up to David Lyon to kick this one first. So here we go, David Lyon strikes the ball. Has he got the direction this time? And he hasn't this time, it's just by the post. So the score remains Featherstone Rovers 10, Warrington 2. So this time, Derek Fox taking the drop out. Big kick. Mark Gregor taking it just about on his own 25-yard line. Mark Gregor running it in, but loses his footing. Plays the ball back. Joanne Mann with the ball now there to Neil Harmon. Neil Harmon brings play up to that halfway. Oh, and that's a bad mistake by Neil Harmon. Oh, and Leo Brendan Toulter trying to dive for that ball. Oh, and this is a... But Kevin Ellis there trying to find Desi Drummond on this wing. And Desi Drummond overdoing the ball. And number 3 there, Alan Bateman dropping on the loose ball but getting into touch. So it'll be Derek Fox to feed the scrum. The ball's in. The referee penalising Kevin Ellis there to that scrum, not retiring. Penalty kick to Featherstone Rovers. It seems to be penalty in this last 5 minutes of this first half. Oh, and Derek Fox here aiming for the gantry. Referee just stopping play, wiping the clock off. 2 balls on the field, so it's Trevor Clark with the ball now to Derek Fox. Derek Fox there to Clarieti. Clarieti breaking the first line of defence, and that's the half-time score here from Post Office Road. A try to Martin Pearson, 1 to Leo Casey, and a Derek Fox conversion. Featherstone Rovers 10 in reply. A David Lyon penalty goal. At the half-time score here from Post Office Road, Featherstone Rovers 10, Warrington 2. Welcome back to Post Office Road for this second half of this enthralling and exciting Stonesbitter Championship game between Featherstone Rovers, who are leading by 10 points to 2 against Warrington. And just to remind you, folks who's looking in, Featherstone Rovers having to use their 2 substitutes, Andy Fisher and Clary Eaton having to come on the field. Chris Burton having a nasty gash on his forehead, and Chris Bibb looks as if he's got a bad arm, and Chris Bibb there just waving to the crowd. He's wearing a skull cap with his head door bandaged up, so he's willing to come back onto the field. Well, knowing Chris, he will do. Hard as nails, Chris Burton, tough as they come. A good true professional. So it's Warrington in possession. And Featherstone Rovers getting the ball. What's happening here? Featherstone Rovers. And referee there, queer decision. Featherstone Rovers at possession. A referee calling him back for a scrum down and allowing Derek Fox to feed the scrum. So why on earth he didn't play advantage? So Derek Fox getting that ball there to Brendan Toter there to Terry Manning, back ball there to Brendan Toter, back inside there to Owen Simpson. Owen Simpson out to one tackle. That's a good start by Rovers. Brendan Toter there handling twice in that moment. Now it's Terry Manning with the ball, scores the try. Oh, and there's no stopping Terry Manning in that position. Oh, when Terry Manning sees that whitewash there, he's just like a bull at a gate. He just charged through the gap. Planted the ball over the try line, and that's just the start. Rovers needing in the second half. Featherstone Rovers 14, Warrington 2.
Benny.
And it's back to Martin Pearson for the conversion attempt. Looking at the post, looking at the ball, just about on that Warrington 25-yard edge, strikes the ball, he's got the eye, you can tell with the crowd that he's kicked it, and Martin sure has. 2 points to Martin Pearson to go along with his try when he scored in the first half. Featherstone Rovers 16, Warrington 2. David Lyon getting this game started. Here's Smells taking that ball on his own try line. Trying to reach his own 25-yard line, but that's good tackling that by Mike Gregory and Billy McGinty. Now it's Clarieti's turn. That's good driving in by Clarieti. That's making a good 10 or 15 yard with that ball. Now it's Gary Rose's turn. Well, that's good tackling by the Warrington number 10 there, Chambers here. So it's Brendan Toter there looking for the gaps. But Kevin Ellis there making the tackle, play the ball. Ian Smells with the ball now there to Derek Fox, that big boat downfield. And Desi Drummond there getting back, picks it up well inside his own 25-yard area. It's all on Desi Drummond with the ball there. Well, that's good tackling by Terry Manning, stopping man and ball. Penalty kick to Warrington. Number 10 there, Gary Chambers, wanting to get up to play the ball quickly. The referee saying that the Featherstone tackle wouldn't allow him to, so it's a penalty kick to Warrington. So it's Joanne Mann with the ball now there to Desi Drummond. Desi Drummond there trying to find the gaps in the middle of the field. But Gary Rose watching him like an hawk, making the tackle. O'Sullivan with the ball now, trying to get Gary Mercer on the run, but that's gut tackling that. Leo Casey, Andy Fisher straight round the bootlaces. So it's Warrington, O'Sullivan with the ball there, trying to throw this ball about, but that's good tackling by Rovers. Trevor Clark that time followed the ball all across the line. Every one of these forwards doing the share of tackling tonight. Oh, Desi Drummond gets up, plays the ball. So it's O'Sullivan with the ball there. O'Sullivan, that big ball up in. Referee said it's all on. And that's good, took that by Ian Smells there, getting that ball across there. Derek Fox with the ball there. That's good play that by Ian Smells, taking that ball. Getting that ball to Ikram Butt. So it's Martin Pearce with the ball now there to Ian Smells. Ian Smells there taking 2 or 3 Warrington players there to bring him down. Gets up, plays the ball. And it's Leo Casey with the ball now. Leo Casey driving down this hill. That's good running by Leo that time. And Mike Gregory making the tackle. So it's Gary Rose's turn. He's had a strong game tonight, as Gary Rose. So Trevor Clark with the ball now there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox there, that one ball out there to Ismails. Ismails comes inside. Oh, that's good play by Ismails, looking for support, and Mike Gregory there making a marvellous tackle. So it's Derek Fox, it's all on, they're all offside. And Desi Drummond having to get back for that ball, picks it up on his own goal, try line area. And that's marvellous play that by Featherstone Rovers. When Derek Fox kicked that ball downfield, everybody were onside, and Desi Drummond picking that ball up, trying to get David Lyon on a run, but the Featherstone Rovers cover tackling there was absolutely magnificent there, pushing the Warrington player into touch. So it'll be Derek Fox to feed the scrum just about inside that Warrington 25-yard area. So last time Rovers had a scrum in that area, it ended up with Terry Manning scoring the try and Martin Pearson converted. Let's see if they can do likewise this time. So it's Derek Fox with the ball now. Derek Fox back inside there to Terry Manning. Terry Manning getting that ball up there now. Derek Fox with the ball. Derek Fox there. Being crowded there by blue and yellow shirts. Gets up, plays the ball. So it's Brendan Toads with the ball. Brendan Toads, that little dummy. Spinning out of tackles. Brendan Toads to 10 yards short of that try line. Trevor Clark with the ball now there to Leo Casey. Leo Casey tackle 5 yards short. So Derek Fox with the ball now there to Gary Rosen. Crossing. Penalty kick to Warrington. Referee once again, Mr. Burt, right on the spot. So David Lyon there pumping that ball way over that Bullock stand. So Warrington possession. Warrington still got possession. Neil Harmon there trying to reach that halfway line, but Rovers sticking to the task, still tackling well. Oh, and that's a bad mistake. Oh, and if that... Oh, and it's all on. Martin Pearce pick that ball up there. Oh, and it's all on there. Brendan Toads back inside there to Ian Smales. Oh, and Gary Chambers there, last ditch tackle. Penalty kick to Featherstone Rovers. Ian Smales absolutely fighting for his life here to get up to play the ball, and the Warrington man there will not allow him. That's a professional foul, but every team does it. I'm sure that Featherstone Rovers would have done it in that circumstance, but getting back to that loose ball there, if that ball had just bounced there properly there for Brendan Toads, I'm sure that Featherstone Rovers would have had another try on the board. The ball just would not bounce in the right direction for him. And if that pass there just could have come to Ikram, but the Warrington man there knocking the ball down. And this time it's Derek Fox taking the shot at goal. Here he goes. Derek Fox has got the height. He's got the direction, straight between the middle. The ball just swinging away there at the last minute. But the ball had already gone between the posts. 2 points for Derek Fox. Featherstone Rovers 18, Warrington 2. So David Lyon restarting the game. Ian Smales picking the ball up there. Being tackled there by Billy McGinty. So Jeff Grayson's turn to drive it up to that's good driving that by Jeff Grayson. Makes his own 25-yard line. So it's Trevor Clark now there from acting half-back. Trevor Clark there now. That's good play that to Derek Fox there to Andy Fisher. Andy Fisher cutting back inside. Andy Fisher taking this defence on. Andy Fisher still going. Andy Fisher. That's good play that by Andy Fisher. So Trevor Clark with the ball now. Trevor Clark there now to Brendan Toads. Brendan Toads taking this defence on. Brendan Toads getting that ball up there now. Oh, what a try to Featherstone Rovers. Andy Fisher there started the move off, and Andy Fisher finished the move off. Absolutely brilliant play by Featherstone Rovers coming from their own 25-yard area. That brilliant pair of hands, quick pair of hands there, and just listen to the Featherstone crowd. Them's the two men there. Brendan Toulter and Andy Fisher. How Brendan Toulter got that pass away there to put Andy Fisher in at the side of the post. Well, that's Brendan after the match, but Andy Fisher there made the try. Quick pair of hands outside their own 25-yard area. I think it was Leo Casey, Derek Fox, Jeff Grayson that big run in, Ian Smells that big run in. Here we are, Derek Fox, when we all calm down. And that time is just by the post. That looked in the same position as the last kick, but this time the toucher just said no. So Featherstone Rovers leading now by 22 points to 2. And Warrington making another substitution, number 8 there, Neil Harmon going off, and another prop forward there, Tony Burke coming on. What, 2 substitutes? Oh, and offside there. Number 10 it was, Gary Chambers, offside there. Yes. Me referee says yes, you number 10 Gary, you were offside there. But how many times do we see that? In fact, I think it was last season. Featherstone Rovers in the cup at Warrington. Featherstone Rovers I think was caught offside. Exactly the same. It's not very often the referee pulls it up there when they're kicking off. Well, the referee perfectly right, and I think we could do with more refereeing like that in the game. There's many a side trying to sneak them that extra yard there when play does get underway. So here's a chance for Martin Pearson this time to see if he can put 2 more points on the board for Featherstone Rovers. Still Featherstone Rovers 22, Warrington 2. But getting to that, back to that last try. Andy Fisher there, broke away on his own 25-yard line. Runner fully 40-yard, getting the ball. Quick play the ball, Trevor Clark inside to Brendan Toulter. Brendan Toulter there, not 2 or 3 would be tackled out to him. Passed a beach of a pass up there for Andy Fisher to score the try. So Martin Pearson, has he got the direction? He's got the direction, but the ball just under the crossbar. Oh, and that's a bad mistake, but referee says play on. Nobody touched the ball. Number 4 there, Tony Thornley, being tackled just about on his own 25-yard line. Owen Simpson in the middle of the field, and Ian Smales making the tackle. And Featherstone Rovers really got the tails up now. That's good tackling by Featherstone Rovers. Clary and Gary Rose pushing the man back. And Jeff Grayson and Trevor Clark and Leo Casey involved with that tackle. Rovers really putting the power on now in this match, but Warrington's still looking dangerous. But that's marvellous tackling by Featherstone Rovers. So Warrington trying to spin this ball out wide. Oh, and that ball going anywhere. But Tony Thornley with the ball, Aaron Bateman with the ball now, back inside there. Having to come back inside there, number 4, Tony Thornley, and that's the 6th and last tackle. That's the changeover. So Clarietta there to Ian Smales to Derek Fox. Derek Fox now there to Brendan Toulter. Oh, Brendan Toulter. That long ball out there. Back inside there to Owen Simpson off a Trevor Clark. Owen Simpson there trying to find the gaps down the middle. So it's Leo Casey there getting that ball back there to Trevor Clark there to Gary Rose. Gary Rose will take the tackle, but that's good tackling that by Billy McGinty. But what a driving that by Leo Casey. He's had an absolutely outstanding game as Leo Casey, back after injury. Oh, and Brendan Toulter there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox there to Martin Pearson, spotted the gap. Oh, and Martin Pearson there just couldn't hold on to that ball. And David Lyon dropping on that loose ball there for Warrington. And Derek Fox there just jumping the gun that little bit, caught offside. He knew we were in the wrong. He turned around, looked at the referee, and the referee rightly so, penalty kick. And who's going off injured here? Number 4, Tony Thornley going off, and number 8, Neil Harmon coming back on for Warrington. So David Lyon pushing this ball into touch. That 20-yard, oh, and that's a good tackle that by Leo Casey. That's good tackling back by the Rovers number 10. So Chris O'Sullivan with the ball there, but that's good tackling that. Jeff Grayson followed that ball across there. David Lyon didn't have nowhere to run. Now it's Gary Mercer going from acting half-back. But Trevor Clark there straight round the boat laces. And Gary Rose also making the tackle. So it's Joe Mann now there to Kevin Ellis. Kevin Ellis with the ball doing the run around there, but that looked like obstruction, but referee says play on. Mike Gregory with the ball there, and that's good tackling by Rovers. Oh, Clarieti made him drop that ball there in that tackle. Mike Gregory's dropping the ball. So Clarieti to the ball now there to Jeff Grayson, there to Trevor Clark, there to Leo Casey. Leo Casey back inside there for Trevor Clark. But that's good tackling that by Joanne Mann on Trevor Clark. One New Zealander to another. Now it's Jeff Grayson with the ball there, switching direction. And it's Rovers' ball, 5 yards inside their own half of the field. So it's Clarieti with the ball there. Clarieti trying to get rid of the ball there in the tackle, but Mike Gregory there making the perfect tackle. On Clarieti. Clarieti slow to get to his feet, plays the ball there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox there, that big bolt downfield, and that saves all the work in the middle of the field. That one kick by Derek Fox there, punishing Warrington back a fully 30 yard. It'll be a scrum down. Just about 5 yards inside that Warrington 25. It'll be Kevin Ellis to feed the scrum. It's still Featherstone Rovers 22, Warrington 2. Mr. Burt there catching Featherstone Rovers offside. Now that scrum. So it'll be David Lyon once again to pump that ball high up over the stand. So it's Joanne Mann now there to trying to get this ball moving. This is good play by Warrington there, trying to create space down the middle of the field. Billy McGinty there being tackled though. Too many blue and white shirts in the middle of the field. Featherstone Rovers quick to regroup. So it's Mike Gregory with the ball. Mike Gregory, but Brendan Toter there flying at him and Clarieti, but Gary Rose it was. Well, whether I'm right or I'm wrong, I think Mike Gregory there doing a little bit of play acting that time. I'm sure he's all right, Mike Gregory. No need for that, Mike Gregory. Great Britain captain. Oh, Great Britain ex-captain. Just forgetting that Ellery Hanley's back to the captaincy of Great Britain, but there's no need for that. Referee had already given the penalty. Brendan Toter made the perfect tackle, but Gary Rose there just a bit high, but the intent was there. So it's Chris Olsen with the ball there, doing the switch round here to Gary Mercer, but Gary Mercer being tackled there. Jeff Grayson and Ian Smales making the tackle. And Ian Smales there pinching the ball in the tackle, and the referee says penalty to Warrington. So David Lyon once again, another penalty to Warrington, pumping that ball. So here we go, Joanne Mann now there to Tony Burt there. Trying to make yards towards that Featherstone Rovers try line. Now it's Neil Harmon with the ball. That's good driving by the Warrington number 8, Neil Harmon. And Warrington really pushing this Featherstone Rovers defence now. Numerous free kicks have got him in this position. But Joanne Mann now with the ball there to Kevin Ellis. Kevin Ellis there trying to fight his way through. Well, that's good tackling by Rovers. Rovers intent keeping that try line secure. Now it's Gary Mercer, I think it was, with the ball. Now it's Joanne Mann now. It's dummy half. Kevin Ellis with the ball now, spinning this ball out wide now to Sullivan. Sullivan back inside there to Mike Gregory. Mike Gregory there to number 10 there, Gary Chambers. Scores the try for Warrington. Featherstone Rovers 22, Warrington 6. Gary Chambers, that is. So all them numerous free kicks and all that pressure there, what Warrington have had. They must have had about 4 or 5 free kicks in the last 5 minutes, have brought play up to this Featherstone Rovers 25-yard area, and from that to the result there, I did say Gary Chambers had scored the try, but in fact it was a prop forward, but the wrong prop forward. It was number 8, Neil Harmon, who scored the try at the side of the post. Warrington's first try of the match. So it'll be number 1, David Lyon. Here he goes. Oh, what a mistake by David Lyon. Oh, the referees give the goal. The referee hasn't give the goal. The touch judge just kept the flags down, but the referee has give the goal. Featherstone Rovers 22. Warrington 8. Now then, that'll be a question mark for the record keepers in years to come. The referee has give the goal. Yes. So Desi Drummond picking that ball up on his own try line. So two dubious conversions in this match. Derek Fox won, which the touch judges gave. And then David Lyon there, converting that try there, what Neil Harmon just scored. Two judges just said no, it didn't go over, but the referee says it did. So that won't count also. So the score now remains Featherstone Rovers 22, Warrington 8, and Trevor Clark just having to tell the referee there that Mark Gregory knocking that ball on. And the referee taking Trevor Clark's word for it. Was it Trevor Clark or was it... yes, it was Trevor Clark. So it's a scrum down. Derek Fox feeding the scrum. It's out to Rovers. Brendan Tote with the ball now. Brendan Tote looking from an outside in. Brendan Tote finds the gap. Brendan Tote throw the gap. Oh, beat one man. And penalty kick. Chris O'Sullivan there holding Brendan Tote down in the tackle. So Derek Fox here calling the Sandman on. Benny, the Featherstone Rovers assistant groundsman, with a sand bucket. So here we go, a chance here for Derek Fox to put another 2 points on the board, and this time is this side of the post. So here we go, David Lyon, big drop out on his own 25-yard area. Martin Pearson makes it look so easy catching that ball. Runs it in, but he's tackled there by Joanne Mann, Warrington number 9. So it's Trevor Clark with the ball now there to Terry Manning. Terry Manning there looking for runners outside him, having to turn back inside. Trying to straighten up. Those are about 5 yards, Terry Manning with that movement. So once again, Trevor Clark there from acting half-back now there to Gary Rose. Gary Rose here getting out to one tackle. But Chris O'Sullivan making the tackle. Now it's Leo Casey with the ball. Oh, Leo Casey there. So near yet so far. Trevor Clark on his shoulder. That's good running by the Rovers prop forward. So Derek Fox there kicking that ball through. It's all on that ball. Spinning. Oh! Referee saying the ball went back. I think the referee was right there. Lots of Featherstone Rovers supposed to agree with that, but I thought the referee was quite correct there. The ball did in fact go back. So Tony Burt there trying to drive it up to the halfway line. Still Featherstone Rovers 22, Warrington 8. Warrington really starting to throw this ball about now in this last quarter of the game. Gary Mercer with the ball there, Gary Mercer there, but that's good tackling that by Ian Smales on number 11 there, Gary Mercer. Gary Mercer gets up, plays the ball, number 3 there, Alan Bateman with the ball now, trying to spin that ball out wide. Chris O'Sullivan with the ball now there to number 10, Gary Chambers, but that's good tackling by Rovers. Derek Fox making the perfect tackle. Chris O'Sullivan with the ball. Chris O'Sullivan with that big kick up. Ikram Butt underneath this ball. That's good play that by Ikram Butt. Never took his eye off the ball. The Rovers centre come wingman. So it's Ian Smales there trying to reach his own 25-yard line. Well, Trevor Clark now there to Gary Rose. Well, whoever's got the decision there to pick the man of the match tonight, it's man of the match sponsor Mark Hewitt. I must say he's got an art task because he can get to any one of these players on this field what's played this game tonight on the Featherstone Rovers side. So it's Terry Manning there taking it in from acting half back. Rovers still about 15 yards inside their own half of the field. Oh, that big kick downfield. Oh, number 1 there, David Lyon, taking that ball, first bounce. So it's Mike Gregory with the ball. This is the gaps are appearing. Mike Gregory there taking them on, looking for support, but there's no runners for him. Gary Mercer to his left. Number 5 there, Mark Foster, but Mike Gregory just couldn't get that ball out to him. Now it's Kevin Ellis with the ball now there to Chris O'Sullivan. But that's a marvellous tackle, that. Clarieti making the tackle. Stopping man and ball, and Brendan Tota there in the thick of things. And just looking down, Derek Fox and David Lyon both receiving treatment there, but the ball back on the feet. And it's lost the ball. It's lost the ball. The referee didn't see it. He's counting the tackles, but he definitely lost the ball. And that's the 6th tackle, so that'll be the changeover. But number 3 there, Alan Bateman, definitely lost the ball in the tackle. And there we go, Chris Burton coming back onto the field, and Leo Casey. And I'm sure he'll get a rapturous applause from this Featherstone Rovers crowd. What a... to debut, Leo Casey's had, but so getting back to the action there, referee penalising Ian Smales for dummying at the play of the ball. Another penalty kick to Warrington. I'd like to know what the penalty count is in this second half. It must be. Well, the referee must surely stop the game here. The touch judges have been on the field for 2 or 3 minutes. Well, the referee there and the touch judge was on the field for a good 2 minutes there before the referee saw him flagging in. Referee just said wave, play on. The referee there, I think he's calling Billy McGinty out. Now he's calling Desi Drummond out for mouthing. But Billy McGinty, the man who's the referees, giving strong words to, but what I couldn't understand is the touch judge was on the field with this flag, so that means we didn't have a touch judge on this side of the field. And the referee just said play on. Anyway, that's resulted in a Featherstone Rovers penalty. That's good driving in that by Clarieti. Well, if we're not careful in this game, the referee is just going to lose control over it. It's really becoming scrappy now in this last 5 or 10 minutes. Like I've just said about 5 minutes ago, I'd love to know what the penalty count is in this second half. So David Lyon there, pumping that ball into the corner. So Tony Burt there, trying to drive it towards that Featherstone Rovers try line. That's good tackling by Rovers, but how long can this defence hold out? All these penalty kicks, what Warrington's getting in this last quarter of the game. This is good movement, this on. Gary Mercer with the ball there, he's got the line at his mercy. Back inside there to Mark Foster there. Oh, so near yet so far. And that's another penalty kick to Warrington. So Kevin Ellis with the ball there. Kevin Ellis getting this ball out wide there to Billy McGinn. Oh, he's dropped the ball. Oh, O'Sullivan there, dropping the ball there. Line at his mercy. Yeah. So Chris Burton here, driving it in. How brave can you be with Chris Burton? He must have stitched it in that head wound. But he's come back on the field. Now it's number 8 there, Jeff Grayson, trying to make it up to his own 25 line. Derek Fox with the ball now there to Ikram Butt. Ikram Butt getting that ball back there to Ian Smales. Ian Smales there, getting that ball inside there to Gary Rose. Gary Rose there. Gary Rose on a flyer. Gary Rose looking for support. Gary Rose still going. Oh, that's what forwards are made on. A good 50-yard run there by Gary Rose. That clears his lines. Derek Fox with the ball now there. Oh, to Terry Manning. Terry Manning looking for runners outside him. Just couldn't pop that ball up. Well, Brendan Toten now from acting half back now there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox there, that little kick through. Oh, and that ball stuck that time. It's got tackling that by Clarity, dragging the man back. Featherstone Rovers 22, Warrington 8. And that's good tackling that by Jeff Grayson there, and Chris Burton and Gary Mercer having a goal now, but good getting back there to make the tackle. This is good tackling by Rovers, keeping Warrington pinned down in their own 25-yard area. Brendan Toter there, really wrestling with the man. And the crowd's really appreciating this rugby, and that's good tackling by Rovers. Rovers 22, Warrington 8. And Warrington trying all the more to get out to their own 25-yard line. They've just managed it on the 5th tackle. This is the 6th and last. So Mike Gregory pumping that ball deep down in this Featherstone Rovers half of the field. And Ikram Butt getting back, picking it up on his own 25-yard line. He'll run it in, will Ikram. Ikram Butt there, already tackling Gary Mercer there. Absolutely putting his full weight of his body on top of the man with his forearm. So penalty kick to Featherstone Rovers. Derek Fox. So once again it's Gary Rose. Trevor Clark with the ball now there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox there to Jeff Grayson. Jeff Grayson turning direction. Oh, just couldn't get that ball up there for Brendan Toter. Good play that by Jeff Grayson. Now it's Ian Smales with the ball. Ian Smales here taking him on. That's good running that by Ian Smales, making the Warrington 25-yard area, but that's good tackling that by Mike Gregory. Is the ball going to roll? It has done. It's up to Featherstone to get organised now. Mike Gregory taking this ball quick. Joint man with the ball there. This is good play. Gary Mercer knocking that ball on, and Ian Smales dropping on that loose ball for Featherstone Rovers. Another try now will just about kill Warrington off now. Terry Manning going for it. Terry Manning going all the way. That's good thrust running by Terry Manning. So Derek Fox now from acting half back. Derek Fox now there to Brendan Toter. Brendan Toter floating that long ball over there to Owen Simpson. Owen Simpson there cutting back inside. Not this time, Owen. Brendan Toter there wanting to put Owen Simpson at the corner, but Owen Simpson just having to check his strike coming. So it's Brendan Toter with the ball now there to Gary Rose. Gary Rose there. Oh, trying to get that ball out there. goes into the Warrington's hand. So it's Desi Drummond with the ball now. Desi Drummond there looking for the gaps. That's good tackling though back by Trevor Clark, spotting the danger. Trevor Clark there applauding the referee's decision. Desi Drummond seemed to lose the ball, getting up to play the ball. The ball's in, it's hard to Derek Fox there to Ian Smales there, checking his strike, coming back inside. But Kevin Ellis getting across there to make the tackle. Gets up, plays the ball. So Ikram Butt with the ball. Ikram Butt there, back inside. And once again, the referee saw the linesman come on the field and he let play go on. And this time he's telling Ian Smales. He went in with his forearm, with his penalty kick to Warrington. So it's Dwayne Mann with the ball now there to Gary Chambers running it in. Gary Chambers there being tackled by Gary Rose. So it's Sullivan with the ball now. Well, if I had to pick a man of the match out tonight, I think, and just when it be a short head, I'm up here in the gantry, I think Featherstone Rovers 15 players have had a marvellous match tonight, but I think that Gary Rose, to me, he might just shade it, but like I say, them who's got to pick it tonight, it's got an hard one on the hand, because everybody's had a marvellous game for Featherstone Rovers. So it's Billy McGinty with the ball. Well, Billy McGinty being tackled there by Derek Fox. Now it's Chris O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan there kicking towards Owen Simpson's wing, and Owen Simpson taking that ball cleanly. Des Drummond there making the tackle on him. But he looked offside there, Des Drummond. But referee says play on. So seconds, minutes ticking away, and this time Warrington caught offside at the play of the ball. Penalty kick to Featherstone Rovers.
Tonight's Featherstone Man of the Match award, which is sponsored by Mark Hewitt, goes to number 12, Gary Rose.
Well, I've got that one right. I'd say that Gary Rose, and I think Gary Rose just fully deserved it over the fully 80 minutes. But like I said, they've all had marvellous games, especially in the pack. Grayson, Clark, Casey, Burton, Rose, Tota, and even the two substitutes, Andy Fisher and Clarieti. They've all played well in the forwards. They've stuck to the task, them forwards, and it's forwards what win matches. And here we are, Chris Burton there driving it up to the halfway line. Head cutter, no head cutter. Deep strikes, nothing done, Chris Burton. So it's Brendan Tota with the ball now. Oh, and Brendan Tota there looking for the flyer that time, and Ikram Butt having to get back to dive onto that loose ball. So Brendan Tota now from acting half back, running it in. Brendan Tota there taking Chris O'Sullivan in. You can't tell the ball, referee. Brendan says he's going to play it. So Derek Fox with the ball there, back inside there to Terry Manning. Terry Manning there being tackled just about on that halfway line. So Trevor Clark there, passing that ball there now to Derek Fox. Derek Fox there looking for the gaps down the middle of the field. David Lyon running after it. Derek Fox running after that ball. And that ball's going to beat everybody. Roll dead. So Warrington once again getting ready to tap this ball. Gary Mercer with the ball there, trying to get that ball out wide. Getting that ball back inside. Featherstone Rovers 22, Warrington 8. Gary Chambers with the ball, getting that ball back inside, but that's a knock on. Number 8 there, Neil Harmon, scored of Warrington's only try in this match, knocking that ball on down the middle of the field.
Well, was that in Bibby's try against Wigan?
No, he emigrated, didn't he, to Australia.
I'm sure it got him at Warrington last year, though.
So seconds ticking away. Can we just see the icing on the cake? Can we just see another Featherstone Rovers try? The ball's in. Derek Fox getting that ball there to Brendan Toter. Brendan Toter there to Terry Manning. Terry Manning having to come back inside. Terry Manning nailed that time by Alan Bateman. Pushing him back. Now it's Derek Fox there, tackle just about 10 yards short of the halfway line. Brendan Toter with the ball now. Brendan Toter now to Chris Burton. So Trevor Clark now from acting half back. Trevor Clark running for runners now. Trevor Clark trying to get that ball up, but it's all on. Oh, and Brendan Toter having to dive on that loose ball. And Rovers losing fully 15 or 20 yard with that moment. So Derek Fox once again, that big boat downfield, and David Lyne there trapping it with his foot, picking it up. David Lyne running it out. David Lyne still going. That's good play by the Warrington fullback. Gets up, plays the ball. So it's Desi Drummond with the ball now. Desi Drummond looking for this ball in the middle of the park, and that's the final score here from Post Office Road. Try to Terry Manning, one to Martin Pearson, one to Leo Casey, and one to Andy Fisher. 2 goals to Derek Fox. And a Martin Pearson goal, Featherstone Rovers 22 in reply. An Neil Harmon try, and the Dave Lyon 2 goals, Warrington 8. The score here from Post Office Road, Featherstone Rovers 22, Warrington 8, and this result tonight will just keep Featherstone Rovers 3 points above Warrington and just absolutely secure Featherstone Rovers a place now in the First Division next season. So Featherstone Rovers now can just relax that little bit to try to play some exciting football to the end of the season. The main object now is to get into that top 8 for the Premiership playoffs, and a good workmanlike win here from Post Office Road tonight. The final score, Featherstone Rovers 22, Warrington 8.